save the future!
Hi guys, you're welcome to another exciting episode of the Movie Review Show. My name is Omobolawa Olawore and I will be your anchor on today's show. Today we're going to be reviewing the movie Goodluck, Have Fun and Don't Die. Our story follows Alex, a young ordinary man who is pulled into this weird ass game where he has to complete this level of tasks or face elimination. Visually, the story follows and leans into the gaming energy that it says it is. Because the more we dive more into the story, the more we dive more into like the game visuals. In the beginning, we were like typical person, was the ordinary person. But the way the story progresses, we see Alex become more and more of a game character. I mean like an animation type of view. And it's very confusing in some parts because you don't know why they are switching back and forth. But I get it in some way to tell the story, yeah. And you know, they have like neo lighting, just to like you're watching a game, basically. It feels like you're watching a game. But in the beginning, it was a typical movie with like typical actors, and the more we leaned in, we saw Alex become more and more of a game. So as the story progresses, we blur the line between reality and the game, and which I guess is the essence of the real story in some way, because the story and the game are one. But it becomes a little confusing in the end, but pretty good work, really good work, because it has a kind of like, you know, if you saw Tenet or Ready Player One, you would understand what I'm saying, where they kind of just play in between and stay somewhere in between that type of like word. But if you like that kind of thing, you would love it. And when it comes to like standout characters and standout scenes, we have to give it up for our standout character, Alex. Because in the beginning, as I said, ordinary guy, just going about his life, just doing his own normal thing. And then you get thrown into this game that you have to play and you have to survive. And if you don't survive, you die. Not only do you die in the game, you die in real life. And I would like to like buttress my point by saying that this is an ordinary guy, just, you know, typical ordinary guy, just living his life. And all of a sudden you have to like be a hero. He was a lot. But I felt like we had to go through his point of view, and he was really interesting. The way he overcame the tag, the way he really stood up and became the hero was really beautiful. And when it comes to that scene, the first scene where we saw Alex tossed into that game was like very crazy. Imagine you are just existing as a person and you're just tossed into a game. The sensory overload, the confusion, overstimulation, and everything just going on all at once, which is like a very perfect way to describe this movie, because you as a viewer, you are thrown into like a sort of like, what is going on? What are we doing here? Like, what is this? Is this what it looks like? Or is this another thing? Or is the director trying to tell me another thing? It's just you're just perpetually trying to figure it out. And that first scene where Alex gets tossed into the game really captures that, because he was just disoriented, you know, confused, just trying to figure himself out. And it was a perfect introduction into what we are getting into. Like, if you're watching this movie, I want you to pay a close attention to all the emotions that Alex experiences in that very first scene that is thrown into the game, because it really captures what this movie will do to you.
Hey! This isn't a robbery! I am from the future! And all of this goes horribly wrong.
Pros and cons. Pros, I like the story. I like this kind of stories, actually. You've seen Ready Player One. What other movie did they do, like the animation and the real life type of thing? Love and Robots. You would enjoy it because it's providing you something different. It's a different experience than what you would typically see. So it's really good, and the visuals are very stimulating. And especially if you're into gaming world, if you play a lot of Sims and PS1, PS5, you would like this kind of thing because it would feel sort of familiar to you. But at the same time, if you're not a gaming type, you won't like it, which brings us to the cons. It feels like they focused a lot on the visuals and not like the content of the movie. Like the emotional development of the character didn't really land. The character development and the supporting cast, they just stood back. If you play a lot of games, you will know the way the non-participating characters are in games. That was the way this people, the supporting cast of the movie, where they weren't giving enough substance in what I would say. Like there was a team game in the movie. It didn't really stick. It was just like Alex just doing the entire thing, and then those people were just at the back, like, oh, the supporting, non-participating character. I felt like the supporting cast could have been given more to do, and it would have made the movie more awesome. And the character development and the emotional arc could have been given more leeway to grow. But still, yes, it's a very enjoyable movie, and you will love it. Like, I love it. I love the visuals. I love the scores. I love the way the story is told. I feel like so many movies these days are just the same old rom-com, sci-fi, da-da-da-da-da. This is in a whole spectrum of its own, so I really, really liked it.
And I'm here to set it right.
Which brings us to the verdict. I think you should definitely see this movie. This is a really good movie. It's different, it's fun, it's adventurous. I loved it, and I think you will too.
Are any of you even listening to me?
You look homeless, bro. Fuck you two. I come from a nightmare apocalypse.